see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side is Barnes. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Sends it back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Still looking to his right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. On the run, it's Walton. Driven back. After they're getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. Off-play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And he could not get loose on the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Barnes. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. On the run, it's Turner. Turning it on. He breaks a tackle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
He's past the marker. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Second and goal for this offense. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Makes the grab. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. good. Pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He lets it fly. Fires and picked off. And they make the play to stop a scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first. Looking for a huge play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 16, the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Tigers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Tight end getting vertical. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll run it to the right. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fires to the big fella. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Turns into the pile. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got to make the play on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a crease. It's Turner. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walton. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Makes a move. Can they catch him? He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Making the adjustment. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Arkansas! Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Buying a little time to his left. He turns it loose to the left. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It puts so much pressure on a defense when a quarterback can get out of the pocket like that and has a chance and is willing to take a chance to try to make a big play downfield.
And that's why defensive ends have to keep contained. You got to keep that rabbit in the cage, right? You can't let him outside the cage, let him start roaming, because now it opens up my defense for big-time plays. They didn't get stung by it this time. The quarterback didn't find it to be open, couldn't make a completion, but you got to keep that guy in the pocket.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Got his man there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the brink. Arkansas has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Right at the line. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
Hand it to the back. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Lining up to convert third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Looking for running room.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Handoff from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on second down. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Caught, and he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Shows him the stiff arm. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this of touchdowns as a Razorback running back, and they start bringing up names like Alex Collins and Madre Hill and Darren McFadden.
How unbelievable is that? Just to be mentioned with those kind of names, that shows you what kind of day this young man's having. Running the football with authority. Arkansas fans, I can promise you, are proud of this young man.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.